What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have the top 10 blunders while bossing in MapleStory. So in NMS, when you're bossing, there's definitely moments where you screwed up or someone else screwed up, which leads to someone either dying or everyone dying and possibly failing the run. I find these moments to be pretty tragic, yet very hilarious, making them pretty memorable. So yeah, for this list, I'll try to rank them by how frequent the mistakes happen, and as well as how fatal the mistake can be for the boss run. But yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off the list, we have number 10, Zombified. So when you're healing while you're zombified, you will kill yourself, or other people, you know, it happens. It doesn't happen often, since there's only 3 bosses that come to mind that actually use the Zombify mechanic, and the first one is Normal Magnus. When I first killed Normal Magnus on my Luminous, after killing it I exited into the lobby, right, and then I tried to heal myself because, you know, I didn't want to waste a potion. I pretty much killed myself because I still had that Zombified debuff on me while in the lobby, so I actually lost EXP because I was out of the boss map. That was really funny. As well as the next boss is Chaos Queen. After the damage reflect bubble, she applies this Zombified debuff, and if you're on fire, you also will kill yourself because if you try to heal, you will kill yourself because you have the Zombify debuff. And if you don't do anything, the flames will kill you either way. So, you know, it's pretty deadly in Chaos Queen, I guess. And the third boss is Gloom. So I've been running on my Bishop with the No One Care party for Sparks, you know. Because at the beginning of my Black Mage runs, I was really low on Sparks because, you know, I've just started to make those Black Mage keys, right? And the first run, I was like, oh great, I can heal myself through this debris, right? But I didn't realize that other people could also get Zombify, so I accidentally killed the Luminous in the party. And I was like, well, sorry, Mr. Acerus. But yeah, he was like, oh, what did I die to? I was like super silent. But yeah, I never used my heal skill again in Gloom. Number 9, the Clown Split. So Chaos Spear or Clown is really annoying when you split the boss into 2, which is the red clown and the blue clown, and you get a hat, right, every time you try to attack him. Because you can only attack one of them because, you know, if you have the same hat, you will heal him, and that's really annoying. So then the strategy becomes you die to get rid of your hat, and then res to hit both of them and burst them down anyway. So it's a real big pain to actually deal with, so I consider this a pretty big blunder, and it usually does lead to failing the run. But, you know, this boss is pretty easy for a lot of people, so, you know, it's a small blunder, I guess. Number 8, Daemon Cleansing. So a lot of things can happen here. Either people not cleansing when they're at 6 stacks, so they're basically about to kill themselves and spawn a sword, or cleansing when they have 1 stack, so, you know, other people can't cleanse their stacks that are higher up. So, you know, there's 2 different ways to grief this run, right? It's also possible to cleanse your stacks onto someone else. I mean, this could be a actual grief on the carry or other people, so you could actually kill other people in the run just by giving your stacks to them, just by using the interact key on their character, right? So yeah, I've had runs that happen like that too. And there's also the times where, you know, you accidentally cleanse on someone because you're near the altar with that person on that altar as well, but then the altar despawns, you know, that happens. It's more of a inconvenience when you spawn the sword than anything, but it's a blunder, I guess. Number 7, the Black Mage FMA. So this is the first wrong call out on this list. I remember one run specifically, I think Pocket called out the FMA up, so everyone rope lift up, but then it was actually down, so everyone basically just ate the white paws that rained down and died. It was heckin' hilarious.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Willie, you
That's the second time I called it wrong.
But yeah, I think Black Mage is the boss where your party's mechanics are really high up there, and, you know, you really do pay attention quite a lot in the boss, so I feel like this rarely happens at all. But, you know, I thought it was a pretty funny blunder to add in here in this list. Number 6, Bombs and Lucid. Thank God they are changing this mechanic, but yeah, there are many tragedies that happen here. People can't group together in time or run away when they're trying to group, which happens, and, you know, there's a lot of deaths happen here. Or run into you when they have a bomb, but then there's not enough members to actually split the bomb damage, which ends up killing you both. Basically pretty tragic right there too. Iframing the bomb also makes the bomb pass on to another person, so, you know, if you don't want to die, but, you know, someone else has to die, right? Or when they don't trust the Kana pink barrier and try to be the hero, kill themselves and be like, save yourself, I got this. Yep.
Dude, I had barrier.
Dude,
Fuck
I
it,
came
I'm
too.
jumping off.
Oh,
We're not
God,
clearing
right.
anyways.
Okay, you did not need to be the hero.
You had barrier?
I had barrier. Oh my
What do you
God.
mean? All I saw was content.
Oh
Okay,
my God.
He didn't want to be here.
Yeah, I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, so I just jumped.
Number 5, Phase 3 Lucid. There's a reason why people call out the timer for when the platform breaks in the center of the map, or the one above it. I remember a lot of runs, actually, this happened last week, where we were bursting on the mid-platform, but then the golem spawned and broke it, which caused everyone to fall down, scuffing our bursts. Right now, my party is really strong, so it doesn't matter if the platform does break, but in the early days, this could make or break the run if we scuff it, right? I remember my arc friend Tenebris falling down trying to get up with his fancy arc skills, but he couldn't get up quickly. It was super funny, but that is a pretty big blunder right there. There's also the occasional death in Phase 3.
I died during P3.
He's dead.
James.
Who's
My bad.
He's a monkey, dude.
Number 4, the Lucid Dragon. So golems are pretty annoying in Phase 1 Lucid. Thank god they're changing for normal so you can actually clear them with damage now. But specifically these golems make it really hard to deal with Dragon because they block the path to either the far left side or the far right side. But usually whenever the Dragon message appears, people don't usually call out the right side because the Dragon spawns pretty slowly, so usually, naturally, if you don't see the Dragon on one side, you call out the opposite side, right? If you don't see it left, you assume it's right. But if it's spawning super slowly, maybe you call out the wrong side because you're trying to get that call out as fast as you can, right?
Dragon remote. DC?
Dragon left or dragon right.
So yeah, I feel like a lot of people do make the wrong call on this one for Dragon. So basically the lesson here is that don't be too hasty on the call out, unless you know the timing of the Dragon spawn. Coming into the top 3, we have versus Hilla cleansing. Honestly, this takes the top spot in the fatal mistake that would cause the run to end in a failure because of the versus Hilla mechanics, right? But I don't think it happens as frequent as the other 2 mistakes in the top 2. Basically, if your party tries to cleanse to the FMA timer and you don't cleanse, usually people are required to go down to 2 or 1 green skulls even to actually light up all the candles, and if the FMA hits and you didn't cleanse, all those red skulls are basically gone forever.
Knockback. Ah. Okay.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, everyone got out. Except for Chill Tomato.
Wait, we all got one.
Oh, we got another.
Wait,
Oh my.
Oh my God! What?
And being at 2 or 1 green skull is pretty fatal because if you take even 2 or 1 red thread hit, you're basically out of the fight, right? This one's definitely a judgment call mistake. If the FMA timer is too close, you should just accept your losses, right? But I remember some times where my party did cut it pretty close and some of them did end pretty disastrously. More of the story? Don't greed the cleanse. Number 2, call out the eye in Phase 1 Will. When you're new to this boss, it may be hard to notice what the eye actually looks like, so you might miss it. But it's very important because, you need to swap to the dimension where the eye is actually in. Otherwise, if you stay in that dimension, you will receive an FMA screen crack, which will kill everyone in that dimension, and delay the run for another 2 minutes until the next eye spawn. Sometimes you hear the call out and it's in red or it's blue, but you don't have the moonlight to swap, so you die anyway. So, there's a lot of factors that happen here. It's pretty punishing if you do die, because during this test, it'll delay the run for another 2 minutes, as well as you're losing lives, right? So yeah, you're losing time and lives, so pretty punishing, and it could happen a lot as well. And coming at number 1, we have breaking platforms in Lotus. So this is probably the most frequent yet fatal mistake that could cost the run. Usually because there's a lot of low mean carries that goes around, right? So I think most players aren't too familiar with Lotus mechanics when they're really new and they're just getting carried through the run. So most times platforms do end up bonking their heads and break. And unfortunately, if it's the only platform, a lot of people will die because, If you don't have an iframe or an airborne skill to avoid it, or you know, people just keep getting stunned, it will most likely kill everyone. And you know, Lotus you only get 5 lives, right? So yeah, it's pretty fatal when that happens. I remember one run specifically, a cannoneer managed to triple flash jump into 4 platforms and broke all of them and killed everyone. It was pretty amazing, to be honest. But yeah, I think that's the #1 choice for my blunder list, breaking the Lotus platforms. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your funny stories down below. I'd love to hear your specific blunder stories. But yeah, thanks for watching, and remember, you hate to see it.